Hello, Senior 2, we're back again with still chapter 3, of course, but we'll give you a little bit hint about what is an operator inside PHP programming language. By the way, you have three operators. An arithmetic operator is the first one, and you have a compare operator, and you have a logical operator. Let's start with the first one, and the easiest one is arithmetic operator. You have this operator, of course, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, the divide, or a mod operator, of course, and you could find those example the example side. This one you could find it in your code, so it's written in your code with the same way, of course. So let me give you some of those operator. If you found out this sign, you write it as this operation written as so in your code. So you write each of those operator like this in code, but let me give you a small example and mention what is meant. I assigned a variable x plus equal 5. This means that the variable x equal the value of the variable x plus the 5 1. It goes either way with all this operation, with all this arithmetic operator. But when you find out those symbol, the 2 plus or the 2 minus, this mean I will add 1, this mean I will subtract 1 from the value of the variable x. So this example, variable x plus plus variable x minus minus, this means that the variable x will equal the value of the variable x plus 1. This one will, it means that the variable x will equal the value, of course, of the variable x minus 1. So don't forget about this operator. The arithmetic operator is very important actually in our codes. So you need to know each symbol represent something inside the code, of course. The second one is a compare operator. You have the equal, you have the not equal, this means not. We have the greater than, you have the greater than or equal, you have the less than, you have the less than or equal, of course. The logical operator either or, and, or not, of course. The or and not. You could find out this symbol or this symbol. This symbol represent the or, by the way. This symbol represent the and. Let me give you those example. True or false. When you start with true or false, the true or false equal true. The same goes with true or false, it's true. But let me give you another example. False and true. False and true, it will equal a false. True and false will equal false also. Don't forget, this one is very important for me. Not true, this one is equal not true, so the result is a false, of course. I know it's an easy one, but you should know it. And a conditional expression, let's start with our conditional expression. If has a syntax. Our syntax, you will mention the if statement, then mention a certain logical condition. A code will be executed in this area in case of this value is true. Let's take an example. You already saw this one. You will see this one, of course, these questions, of course, in your revision sheet. So don't forget to know or study it hard. We started a code using PHP Okay, we assigned or declared a variable named a. We assigned a value first to this variable. I gave you a logical condition. If a equal first, you will print int الأول. So, is a equal first? Yes, a equal first. So this code is true. So this code will be displayed. So the result of this code printing on the screen for the user كلمة int الأول. Okay. Another statement is if else statement. You have if else, and if else if. So let's find out about the if else. In the if else you have two codes. This code will be executed if the logical condition is true. If not, it will execute this code. So let's take a small example about this one. You started a PHP code. This is a starting tag. You declared a variable name a. You assigned an initial value as a second. Okay, and I gave you a statement if the value of if variable a equal first, so you will print int الأول. Else, so you will print int التاني. So is a equal first? No, a in this example equals second, so the result is printing the word int التاني. يبقى هو هيطبع هنا int التاني. So again, you have to check first the condition. If it's true, it will be executed after the if statement. If not, it will be executed after the else statement. This one is very important. So let's go back to this one. Let's say, for example, that a equals second. So what will happen inside this code? What is the result? Actually, none. In the ordinary if then, it will not execute the code if the conditional expression is false. You don't have any other choice. Either the conditional expression true, so he will execute that. If it's not, the loop will end and the conditional statement will end and nothing will be displayed for you, of course. On the contrary, of course, you have the if then. It will execute two conditions. This one in case of the logical condition is true. This one in case of the logical condition is false. This what is example showed us, of course, so far. The last one, but not least, of the if statement is if else. Else if, of course, statement is a very important one because you could handle more than one condition. You could handle more than two, actually. You could handle three conditions. So you have a logical condition after the if. If it's true, it will execute this one. If not, you have another condition. If this one is true, it will execute this one. If neither this one or this one is true, it will execute this condition. This result, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's find out about this example. I gave you a PHP code. I declared a variable name x. I assigned a value 5 for this variable. The first statement or logical statement, in the logical condition, the variable x, if the variable x less than 0, you will print الرقم سالب. طيب, is it less than 0? Of course not, it's not less than 0, so this one is not executed. So I will highlight it. This code will not be executed, of course. This will not be executed. Yes, it's a wrong one. So if the value of x greater than 0, it will display this word الرقم موجب. So is it greater than 0? Yes, it's greater than 0, so this one will be executed and the result will be displayed for the user كلمة الرقم موجب. That's a true code and this code will be executed so far. Let's say for example that this one equal 0. So this one for me equal 0. Okay, now let's insert a text. I don't need this, let's delete it. Let's insert a text. Okay, for example, let's say that x equal 0, not 5. Okay, it's not 5. So let's trace this code. If variable x less than 0, echo رقم سالب or negative number. Okay, so this one will not be executed because x equals 0. If x greater than 0, you will display a positive number. Is x greater than 0? Of course not, so this code also will not be executed. Else, yes, this means that x equals 0 and this code will be executed. This is true one in case the value of x is 0, by the way, not 5. I gave you just a different example in the same situation. But we have also a switch case statement. This one is a very important statement. This one handles more than one possibilities actually inside your code. You could compare more than one value, but this has a tricky part. The switch case depends on the value of your variable. So you will switch using the value of your variable. We started the code with that we have declared a variable x and of course the value is 1. In case the value is 1, you will print 1. In case the value is 2, you will print 2. In case the value of 3, you will print 3. Default mean other than those value, you will print لا يوجد. Okay, let's go back to the value of our variable. What is the value? Is 1. So this one is a true. So what will be displayed in your screen? Yes, the word واحد will be displayed in your screen. And this example you will find it in your revision sheet, of course, or a similar one. So good luck. And I hope you study hard. This is getting too difficult each time. We still have one topic is how to create our third page. We created the banner, we created the connection, we will create a page called an add term. Of course, your project is not the first term only. Like you see, yes, I made a more than one page actually inside my project, but my project is not in the first term only. Actually, we will complete this one in the second term, but I made the full project just for you to look at and see how we will go. So we will go step by step and create each page for you, of course. Thank you for listening for this lesson. We will complete our last lesson in the next video. Thank you very much. If you have, of course, any question, don't feel free to ask at any time. See you next time.